Hello subscribers, welcome to a live stream of Wizardry 8. So this is the second part with the All Lord party, and of course this is my difficult mod, version 1.2. So the Lords are level 5 now. I did a little bit of grinding offline. They're still, I don't know, they're mediocre with their weapon skills. So Gregor, I think, might be a little bit of a challenge for him, but we're gonna go for it. We're gonna see how we do. Gregor's been made harder in this mod, of course, but we will do our best. So that's where we're gonna head right now. Hey there, Ron. Welcome. How are you doing this evening? Thank you. Yeah, I had a great day. I'm ready to go kill Gregor, hopefully. All right.
They were ready.
Plus the forest mite. The forest mite's an addition. Level 7 Gregor. Okay, let's see. Somebody has bless, I believe.
Understood.
Looks like we have a chance of not casting it successfully, though. Any potion I'm going to use? Let's go ahead and try a caustic
With
bomb.
pleasure.
That's not going to do much, so we won't do that. We will try a scroll of haste. I'm not
With
confident
pleasure.
that we'll actually
With
pull it off,
pleasure.
so we're going to try it.
I
With
understand.
Hey there, Keith. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, we failed the scroll of haste. You had a quiet day, Ron? Got some strategy games installed and excited to play them more. Nice. Glad to hear that. Yeah, Ron changed up his avatar symbol there. Hey, Bo, welcome. How are you doing this evening?
With pleasure.
Going great here.
I understand.
Mistakes made characters. You just be more careful next time.
Oh, and Steve's here. Welcome, Steve. How are you doing? Yeah, you're not late this time. You made it on time.
Okay.
Just in time to fight level 7 Gregor. See how we do. Glad you're doing well, Keith. And Bo, you're doing well too? Great, that's great. Ooh, paralyzed. Okay. See if we can cure that.
Understood.
We never did get our bless going, did we? Try it again.
Understood.
Now Drake's paralyzed. Yeah, we're making Gregor level 7 makes it so much harder because the chance of his paralysis working is a lot higher.
With pleasure.
And that's what will screw you. Let's see.
Okay.
Moderate heal.
Shall be recovered.
Oh, and JP Jr.'s here. Welcome, JP. How are you doing? And Cody's here. Hey, Cody. How you doing this evening? Good to see you all. Alright, Gregor. We don't know how injured you are. You look a little bit bloody, so hopefully you're getting close to dying. Glad you're doing well, Cody. Yeah, everyone's coming out late for late night wizardry, huh, Ryan?
I understand.
Ghost time.
I am wounded.
All right, let's see here. Let's do a
I
light heal.
understand.
Oh, he's unconscious. He's done. Goodbye, Gregor. Boom.
He was victorious.
Good training. Nice. And one of our characters that's using daggers will be well rewarded with this. I think it's this lord here. Let's see, where did it go? She uses a jet dagger. So we'll swap out the hardened steel dagger. The enchanted one. Eventually we'll be able to make this a blessed dagger because we'll have, you know, divinity to be able to do that. Alright. Let's go in here and rest. Nice.
That's a really.
Hey, Gauntlet, welcome. How are you doing this evening? Yeah. My, what party was it? It was the pretty balanced party. Oh, it was the all polearm party. Yeah, they got killed by, surrounded and killed by juggernauts that were level 13. And I was level 9, so they got me. So now we're doing all lords. Alright, let's see here. Looks good. Still can't identify those.
Who are they fooling? They are weak.
Yeah, this mod is harder, quite a bit harder than the vanilla version. It's great. That's my whole point of doing this. Yeah, the all gadgeteer party almost made it, but they got taken out by the soldier at the very end. Gadgeteers are terrible against insanity-based situations in turncoat because they turn on each other and kill each other. That's exactly what happens. This party will be vulnerable to it also, but
Understood.
at least I'll have Soul Shield with this party. That will help.
And so he recovered.
Keith says, always makes me feel better when you camp. Of course, your ratio is 1 camp to my 100 camps. Ron says, and if the pros camp, that means we can too. Yeah, lords are fantastic to camp with because their regeneration rate.
Wow.
You know,
much
they
better.
regenerate so quickly they can actually out-regenerate some minor poisons.
Grab that.
Which is fantastic.
There was nothing to be found.
Superior healing. Ooh, nice. More leather greaves. Armor's going to be a big deal for this party because that'll, again, amplify the regeneration during combat. Yes, we got a magic staff. This is probably a staff of missiles. And we'll be able to put it on my one guy. So basically all these lords are dual wielding. And I'm making them each have a specialty type weapon. So this is my staff user. So we can equip one of these like this. Replace the shillelagh. This lord is all axes. This one's all mason flails. This one's daggers. This one's swords. Well, really this one's polearms. But I won't be able to dual wield polearms until I find either a Becte Corbin or Lucerne Hammer. So right now he's just doing swords. And then this one is swords. So pretty fun. Pretty fun. We got some gloves. Nice. Yeah, that apparition model is pretty sweet, isn't it, Cody? The head. It's pretty freaky.
Gee. Curses.
All right, let's finish this up here. So, should be a main gauche. Oh, we got some enemies coming. Perfect. Spiders? Yep.
Battle time. Let's go.
These are good to fight because they really low damage. They just basically can't kill me because they're doing 1 damage per web. And that's how many hit points you get back per round with the Lord.
I think I'm in over my head.
And you get pretty good experience from them. Yes, dual wield polearms. He says, did you say? Must have monstrous biceps. So there's only a couple polearms in the mod that you can dual wield. Which I brought from, one of them was in Wizardry 6, the Becte Corbin. You can dual wield that, and it's extended range. So I don't know if you're familiar with medieval weaponry, Keith, but the Becte Corbin's basically like a hammer that's on a pole, and it has a spike on the end too. And they're probably, I don't know, 5 to 6 feet long. So, you know, you can dual wield them.
I understand.
What's funny is the Becte Corbin is an 8, the vanilla version, but you can't dual wield it, even though you could in Wizardry 6. So I made it consistent with Wizardry 6. And then while I was at it, I'm like, let's add a Lucerne Hammer, since it's very similar to the Becte Corbin. The Becte Corbin only has 2 attack modes, and Lucerne Hammer can have 3. Yeah, those are the only polearms that you can dual wield. Okay, JP. Yeah. Steve says, just need better resistance to mental. Like if I make a tank, I always choose Mook. So a full Gadgeteer party have Mook 1 and... Yeah, see, Steve, you're talking vanilla version. Yeah, it's much different if you play my mod. Iron Man. Remember, I'm playing Iron Man. Expert. Give it a shot. And come back and tell me if you can beat an expert Iron Man. With 6 Gadgeteers.
Whoa. This feels worse than when they tell you how much they love their...
Much better.
Seekers. Oh, thanks, Keith. Yeah, really trying to get these 3
Much better.
synced up as much as possible. Spells too now, which is going to be great.
I understand.
Spider. So it's not paralyzing us while the Seekers nail us.
Much better.
I understand.
A little bit of healing training here.
With pleasure. Hey! Oh, that hurt.
So he recovered.
That's a relief.
I understand.
Okay, let's see. You got heal wounds 2. Let's do double.
Okay.
With
Wow.
pleasure.
I can't even hit the unconscious spider. That's funny.
With pleasure.
Oh, that poison.
I've been knocked around a bit.
Nice. Okay, let's see. One more heal.
I understand.
Yeah, ooh, these are level 9s, okay. They'll throw it. Yeah, that won't do much damage. They're pretty water resistant. Alright, let's throw a couple heat bombs here. Try to accelerate this.
With pleasure.
They're water resistant, but not magic missile
Understood.
resistance.
With pleasure.
Okay, that should be good. As long as I don't backfire anything here.
Oh, I feel unwell.
There you go.
I understand.
Understood. With pleasure.
Whoa. This feels worse than when they tell you how much they love their wives. This is great relief. With pleasure.
Magic missiles
Understood.
again. Let's go ahead and do a heal too.
Okay.
Nobody else has cure poison. Okay.
I'm covered with cuts and bruises.
Need to reposition.
Understood.
Okay.
I understand. Time for
Understood.
bed.
Be less likely to hit me from here.
Understood.
Okay.
Hey there, Big A, Little A. Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
Understood.
Yeah, I think these can have quite a bit of hit points.
Okay.
With pleasure.
With pleasure.
With pleasure.
So give us a lot of experience.
I understand.
One down, okay. Ah, backfired the stink bomb. Ugh.
Understood.
I understand.
Let's try to get a heal.
With pleasure.
Okay.
I'm so tired. That is great relief.
Okay.
Let's use icicles. Yeah.
Understood.
Don't want to waste that. Don't wanna waste
With
that.
pleasure.
He says is poison damage irrelevant due to hit point regeneration.
An extraordinary triumph.
Not during combat. Ooh, nice. That's 4,400 experience. No.
And so,
During combat,
the hero
that
was
poison
born.
can do pretty good damage.
Darling, I just keep.
But when we
I just got a
rest,
shiver.
you'll see
I'm
what
getting
happens
better.
here.
Hey!
Watch when I rest. See, we can actually rest through the poison.
And so he recovered.
It was a very weak
Ailment
poison,
has abated.
but like if it does 2 damage per round, you'll actually still lose hit points as a lord because you can only heal 1 hit point per round by default. But when you're outside of combat, the regeneration is faster. So you can rest through probably level 4 poison, I'd say, without having to worry about dying. All right, let's see here. Man, I really should get Make Wounds. I'm gonna find a book of healing. Let's get a bunch of Make Wounds here. Glad you're doing good, Big A. Yeah, it's going great, going great. Oh yeah, no problem, Keith. Alright, this lord is my dagger one, so we want dexterity and speed. Those are the 2 attributes that control how quickly they train the dagger skill. Let's see. I want to work on throwing with her though. She can use more powders. Alright, and then this one's getting strength and dexterity. Again, we're going to get Make Wounds. We're going to work more on his axe. Strength, dexterity. Strength and dexterity work with most melee skills. They're increased mostly by that. Except dagger. Dagger is dexterity and speed. Alright, so let's get him heal. She's strength and dexterity. Make wounds. And the last one, she's the sword user. Perfect. Okay. That's a big level, level 6. Let me equip some throwing stuff here. head. So what we'll do is switch this. There we go. Okay.
Look, creatures over there.
They had no fear, for
With
the
pleasure.
enemy was weak.
Understood.
This is where we're going to practice and make wounds.
With pleasure.
I understand.
With pleasure.
With pleasure.
Okay.
It's doing 0 damage.
With pleasure.
Understood. Understood.
Poor Elphys can't cast Bless.
Curses.
He's fizzled so many times. Man, we're gonna have so many attacks later on. All this dual wielding. It's gonna be crazy. Crazy and fun. Alright, what do we want to do here?
With pleasure.
Speed this up a little bit with these bombs.
With pleasure.
Ordinary expert.
Huh. All we got was mythology training.
Look at that. Look at that.
Okay, that'll be good. Parasite powder.
Place is empty. Grab that.
Ooh, these are good. Can we use them? Yes, we can. As long as we don't backfire them. Concussion powder. I do not have anyone good enough to throw that yet.
Look at that. Look at that.
That would be suicide. Alright, let's rest. Where does the trapdoor drop you if you fall through it? If I remember right, you just take damage and it kind of pushes you back out. So like you don't really fall to a different area. It's not like Wizardry 6 where you actually do go to different areas when you fall into the traps.
fight?
With pleasure. Oh!
Rapunzel paralyzed. Elvis paralyzed. Yeah, not gonna test it in the Iron Man playthrough. Hey Yuri, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Says nothing like watching DFortae stream during a hurricane. Oh, that's funny. Ron says that's how I always watch his streams. So are you really in the hurricane right now, Yuri, or is it just raining a lot where you're at?
Has abated.
Big A says, how do you know how much throwing skill you need to avoid backfiring bombs? I don't know the exact amounts. Someone like BioGoo is a lot better at calculating the values in their mind, like the formulas. I am speaking based on experience. You know, I've played it enough to know when something's pretty darn dangerous. So the way you basically, the overall concept is the higher the spell level and the higher the spell power, the more likely it's going to backfire. Spell level is the most important thing. So like if it's a level 6 spell, that's a lot harder to cast than a level 1 spell that has power 6. I don't know if that makes sense at all or not, but a lot of, like I said, overall I do it just based on experience, and sometimes I still feel like I underestimate it. Like I thought it would be safe and it's not. So usually I will underestimate, so now I'm overly cautious when it's a really powerful spell, like concussion. You backfire that concussion, ouch. They could either kill one of your characters outright or knock them unconscious and they're almost dead for the enemy to kill. If it's a spell that I don't really care about, like if it backfires like a frost spell or something, oh well. Like Blinding Flash, you know, the effects of that's so dangerous when it backfires. I want my throwing skill to be much higher than what it probably needs to be, just to be safe. So, I don't know if that's the answer you wanted or not, but that's what I mean by that. Good training, alright. So Ida is still here, Yuri says. Yeah. Ron says, I'm in a hurricane of DFortae's great content.
Came up empty.
Thanks, Ron. That made me laugh.
Grab that.
There is swirling goodness every stream, Keith says. Oh, you guys are cracking me up.
Contraption. What does it do, I wonder?
I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. I really enjoyed chatting with you guys. Ron's done his job. It made me laugh. Okay, we already did that. So, yeah, we're ready to open up the safe and then get the heck out of here to the next level. Big A says, oh, that makes sense. I hadn't figured that spell level effect success. Yeah. It's really scary when you try to cast a high level spell at like a moderate level, power level, I should say. Because if that backfires, you're in trouble. Okay, powder we can't identify. Awakening drums. Resurrection powder. We finally have one resurrection powder. Oh boy, let's just give it to her, I guess. Alright, let's head to Burrs real quick, sell some junk. Buy maybe an item or two, and then head to the upstairs.
No problem. We can
Oh,
beat
those
them
water
easily.
creatures down there saw us.
Understood.
They can't reach us, so
I understand.
we'll retreat.
With pleasure.
There we go. Okay.
Got some new stuff.
Ooh, leather boots. Actually, I can use those. Didn't know I had those. Okay. What else do we have? I actually want to use these scrolls of identify to identify the staff I've equipped. Let's get a couple more of these. Arnica Road. Few scrolls and magic missile. Get a few. Ah, those are so expensive, but I'll buy one. Cure paralysis. Okay, looks good. Hey there, Scott T. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Keith says, wow, I never seen the fish trigger combat when crossing that catwalk. That actually was a water creature, Keith. It is a new enemy in my mod. There's two water creatures and they're the ones that saw me, not the fish. By the way, if you play my mod, this difficult mod, don't try to fight those water creatures unless you really know what you're doing and you're higher level. Just run from them because they will destroy you. And Scott says, this makes me want to replay this game so bad. Hey, go for it. Play my difficult mod. Play it Expert Iron Man. It's an amazing game.
Come back and see.
Amazing
Good
game. It
riddance.
demands replay. Can't tell you how many times I've replayed this. Ooh, Yuri says all of our
Look what's
coastal
coming.
structures are underwater. Wow, that's scary. Oh, my pleasure, Keith. Hi there, Scarvacos. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Ah, the stream warms my heart. This is one of the best role-playing games ever made. I'm currently doing my first playthrough and loving it. Nice! That's great. Yeah, it's an amazing game. That's why I've created the mods for it, just to give it more replayability and expand options for the players without changing the, you know, the main whole concept of the game. Flash powder, nice. Let's see, where'd it go? Ooh, I need to distribute these too. Smelling salts. Flash powder, where did you go? Must have gone here. Yep, okay, good enough. Upper Monastery. He says, what is your current marching order? You mean the positioning like this? So I have everybody so that they can fight within melee range. So, you know, unless the enemies come up here on this left side, then these guys won't be able to reach. But if enemies come from the front or the back like this, then everybody can basically reach.
The hero's footsteps reverberated in the empty hall. He wondered what had happened to the building's inhabitants.
Look what's coming.
The amount of variety of character is amazing, Yuri says. Yes, it is, absolutely. And Big A says, I don't think my soul could take the loss in Iron Man mode. I'd be in mourning for days. Oh, that's funny. Well, it depends on your perspective. See, here's how I look at Expert Iron Man. I learn something new every time I play this game. I'm always learning something new. And when you lose because of something drastic like that, you can really take a lot with you. You learn, like, the learning is amplified. When people do save scumming, you don't learn much. You don't progress much. Because you're basically like, I didn't like how combat went there, I'm just going to reload it. You know, and you're kind of brute forcing through. So that's how I look at it. So it's okay to lose. You know, I can make it close to the end of the game and then still lose. It's fine. You know, you start a new exciting party and go through it again. And so that's my opinion. Makes it a lot easier to take the losses. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Try it on easy at first. Easy Iron Man. And if you can beat that, then go to normal Iron Man. And eventually do expert. And, you know, the more times you do it, you just start to get a better feel, and it's easier and easier. That's why I wanted to make this difficult model, so that it's hard for me. I like the challenge. Well, this one's stuck. What is he doing? He's just standing there. Okay, let me get a little closer. That's really weird. The other one came right up the stairs, but this one acts like he couldn't figure out how to get to me. That was funny. Yes, Yuri, you're right. He says experience is the best teacher. Absolutely. Hey there, Takaho. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? And be patient. That's right. He says, you're much more zen than me. I whine and cry and reload. LOL. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Let's do a little bit of healing training here. Big A says, yeah, you know, I guess when I play roguelikes and the stakes are permanent, my brain does kick into a higher gear. Yes, exactly. It really does force you to play better.
Okay.
And it's more challenging. I mean, if a game's easy, some games you want to be easy, okay? You know that. Some games you just want to relax and just have it be easy, and it's almost like knitting, you know? Some people like to knit or do some kind of handcraft thing because it's relaxing. You don't have to really think. You want games like that sometimes. Wizardry's not that way. Wizardry's, you want to think and be challenged. And at least my opinion. So playing on Iron Man really amplifies that. Ron says, with these historical strategy games I'm playing, I can't reload. My logic is, well, they couldn't reload in history, so neither can I. There you go. That's a good way to look at it. Just have to learn from it and be more careful. Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, to be honest, there are some games that I would not want to play again if I made it real far and had to do it again. But those are games that aren't that fun to begin with. So, like, I would not want to do an Iron Man mode on a game that's not very fun.
That is great relief.
That you'd feel like you're wasting your time. Why would you want to play back through an unfun game? So that is a prerequisite for me. Going over some legal things, Taco? You have court Tuesday, but everything should be fine. Oh, I sure hope so. Okay, here we go.
Grab that.
Other darts. Nice. There's something else here I know.
Look at that. Look at that.
Scroll of Insanity. Now see, that would be a very dangerous one to use. You backfire insanity. Yikes. Ron says, so no Iron Man of Athena? There is no Iron Man mode in Athena, we'll just put it that way. You get to keep continuing. So if the game had built-in Iron Man, no, I would not play it. Oh my gosh, that game. Taco says it's not a good time to be a landlord or homeowner. People make life difficult. Oh man. No Iron Man mode on Auto Duel, Yuri says. I have not played Auto Duel.
It's locked tight.
So I really don't know much about that. Other boots, nice. We can use those. Upgrade from the buskins. Alright, let's go kill all these other rats. Oh,
Spotted a wild one.
there's one behind me here. Where'd it go? Wow, that's a level 7 rat. I'm wondering if these are pestilent rats.
Everyone ready to
Oh
fight?
my goodness. This is gonna be hard. Okay.
Okay.
With pleasure.
That's her throne. 16. See, that's risky.
Understood.
Let's see here.
I understand.
Busted bomb will be good
With
here.
pleasure.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here. Let's hit as many as we can. Good, we did not fumble the whatchamacallit, the stink bomb. Okay. There's 5 other rats. I don't know what kind those are yet. Hopefully they're not pestilent.
I understand.
13 damage, wow.
Okay.
Level 5, okay, we're fine. Those are probably Nara rats. Ron says, I feel like Iron Man mode with this hard mode is nice because it makes you devise more tactics. Yeah, that's true.
My Much better.
Okay.
Understood. With pleasure. Understood.
I am wounded, I think. I understand.
Understood.
One more magic missile scroll here. Ah, you're back, JP. Welcome back. Okay, we got him.
I understand.
Understood.
I understand. I understand. Oh, take that!
You get some good training on this. That's one of the great things about Wizardry. 6 through 8, you get training as you attack and do things in combat. So even if some battles are a little tedious, you're getting something out of it, you know? Instead of it just being, oh, I just spent, like the gold box games. I just spent a half an hour doing this one fight to get 500 experience. Wasteland was that way too. Wasteland games, you increase skills during combat,
We did it!
which is awesome. Wow, that was a lot of experience.
Much better.
My ailment has abated.
Oh, much better.
Let's go up here and rest again real quick. Now, you shall see the power of the lords. Watch their hit points. Boom, fully healed. Less than 2 seconds. Fully healed. That is awesome. Ron says, are these rats filled with gunpowder? They keep exploding. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Michael. Welcome. How are you doing? Paddling is going great right now. Let's see. Were you able to join your game back up, Michael? Your Pathfinder?
Grab that.
I thought there was another item here, but maybe not. This time.
Grab that. Look at that.
Now this battle's more challenging and more fun.
Understood.
Since I threw a new enemy in here with them. Let's see if we can sneak up.
Blocked!
I understand.
It seemed
Got a CJ in here.
No problem.
What's going on? Let me let my dog out real quick. Alright, guys, sorry about that. I am back. Let's see how we're doing. We can just attack. Oh, that just knocked 4 of my guys unconscious. That terror. Okay, no longer unconscious, just scared. Really need to get them more things they can use. Try a cold bomb here.
I understand.
Could backfire, but we'd survive if it does backfire. Ooh, paralyzed us. Finally! Help us cast Bless successfully.
My ailment has abated.
Oh, they just restored power about noon, but you put it off till next week, Michael? Ah, sorry to hear that. He says, yeah, you added a CJ. Definitely more difficult this level. Yeah, makes it fun. Ah,
Understood.
let's do a freeze stick on her. There we go. Took her out. Oh, she dropped the Staff of Blessing. Gosh, too bad I've been working on dual wielding. Okay.
Understood. Understood.
His condition improved.
Starting to recover. That's a relief.
That is great relief. Wow, much better.
Okay. Let's do some healing training real quick.
Here.
Some gloves. Enchanted quarterstaff for boots, nice. Flash powder, okay, cool. Michael says, from now on I'm calling your dog DFortae, lol. Because of Ron. Yeah. He always puts the little DFortae icon in the chat.
See. With pleasure. With pleasure.
Okay. So the question is, were all those rats the ones that came from here, or are these still here? Yeah, these are still here. Alright. So those others were just randomly generated rats.
No fear, for the enemy was weak.
Understood.
With pleasure.
Oh, take that!
Rats have good dodge. get some good training.
With pleasure.
What kind of dog is it, Cody asks? It's half Maltese, half Poodle. So she's 14 years old, so she's getting pretty darn old. And yeah, probably, I'd say she probably weighs 18 pounds, something like that. So she's pretty small. I just picture all these lords trying to hit these big rats with their weapons, and the rats are just dodging. Ninja reflexes. There we go. Yeah, see, pretty good training. Every time we fight those. Thought there was powder here, but maybe.
Place is empty. Grab that.
Fairy dust,
Grab that.
i.e. sleep. Okay, we'll have to identify this. I think this might be divine traps. Oh, it didn't work on it? Are you kidding me?
I understand.
Wow.
I understand.
Okay. Oh, I know why it's not working. I'm in an anti-magic zone. I'll have to wait till I get out of the zone. We'll do it right here
There
now.
was nothing to be found.
I understand.
Oh, come on. We are out of the anti-magic zone. Oh, that was a real fizzle. It just failed.
I understand.
Yeah, divine traps, perfect. So this we can actually use and then do training on, but no one can probably use it yet. Yeah, gotta get one level higher. And then I also want to identify this. This is probably magic missiles. Why can I not identify that? There we go. Yep, stab of missiles. Sweet. Okay.
Look at that. Grab
I
that.
find nothing.
Hey there, alligator. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Oh, you're JP? It's your alternate account? Oh boy, people and their
Grab that.
alternate accounts.
Look at that.
Okay, 13 throwing knives. Equip that.
Look at that.
He says it like he's so amazed. Look at
Grab
that.
that.
It's a bunch of bananas.
Look at that. Grab that. Grab that.
Okay. Come back here once we get the key. Alright, we should start here. Okay, JP, we'll see you later. Okay, someone else can learn blessings.
How promising.
Grab that.
Okay, this will help us identify many items. This necklace of invocation plus 15 artifacts. So, who has the highest? So, like, he does. Devil dust, dust of desiccation, imbued flesh barbs, poison reduction, tincture of shadows, boom bomb, bite dirks, fire sticks. Can't use those. Anything else? Oh. Okay. Alright, looks good. Take it back off. Sweet. Yeah,
Look at
he says,
that.
see you later, JP, twice.
Grab that.
See. Curses. With pleasure.
Who are they fooling? They are weak.
Okay.
I am the treasure.
With pleasure.
I am the treasure. I understand.
Poison dagger. It's cursed. Good training.
Grab that.
Ooh, nice. Chain of blade. He says, do you give yourself better odds with this party than with the gadgeteers? No. The honest answer is probably not. hard to answer that. There's going to be different times when this party's going to be much worse, and then there's going to be times where the Gadgeteers were much worse. So if I can get these guys to late game, I think they'll do better at Ascension Peak than the Gadgeteers. But that's a big if.
With
We'll
pleasure.
see. So here's our Mad Monk. The new edition. Really, anytime you have 6 same class characters, it's weak. It's hard because you're not very balanced. You don't have
Take that!
a bunch of things at your disposal to handle different situations. Yeah, I'm hoping I can take them all the way this time, Chief. I sure hope so.
Oh, take that!
It's got a good dodge.
Understood.
Hey. He packs a punch, literally. It's funny. He just keeps ducking the same way too. Imagine in a fight, you keep seeing the guy keep ducking the exact same way, and you don't start swinging downward. Instead, he just keeps slashing at him from the side. Oh, he's still unconscious. He's out of stamina now. All of his dodging has made him tired. Ron, with this video, he posted a video over on the Discord. I kick ass for the Lord.
Oh, take that!
Okay, there we go. Dual wielding.
Booby trapped. Here. Something's wrong.
Yeah, you get poisoned. Okay, let's take advantage of this to do some damage.
Ready and willing.
That's a relief.
Alright, we already know it's poison dart, so we can go right for it.
Here.
Till we trigger it. Curve gauntlets, we can use those. This would be great if we had a monk. We don't. And what did we get? The angel tongue. There's one of, I think, 3 random instruments you can get now, instead of it always being the angel tongue. You got the angel tongue.
no fear, for the enemy was weak.
Level 7. Ah, these are the kind I think that can shoot.
Okay.
Let's get a few area of effect things going here so it won't take so long.
With pleasure.
Hey, Fishmix, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Oh, that saved a lot of time. Wow,
I
okay.
understand.
Gosh darn.
Meowtastic?
Most unfortunate.
Are you guys actively playing any games yourselves?
I understand.
Other than the strategy ones, not really ones. Are they are you talking computer strategy, not board game strategy, right?
I understand.
Take that!
With pleasure.
Cool. Are they modern strategy or are they older?
My ailment has abated.
Much
Okay.
better.
Take that!
2006 and 2009. Oh, okay. That was good training.
Much better.
Keith says Ron is kind enough to fill me in on computer strategy actions. Oh,
Look
cool.
at that.
You mean the
That's a relief.
for those specific games, or just options of games you can get?
Look at that.
Came up empty.
Let's see what we get in our good chest here. Oh, not very good.
Grab that.
Okay. Ah, okay, cool. I know there's some Amazulu axes around here somewhere. Does anybody know who the Amazulu are from Wizardry 6 now? Since I've been playing that. They left some axes behind somewhere. maybe I just can't find them. I think they're over here, are they? Sure, it's over here somewhere. Ron says, I found a blog where someone is playing through old computer war games as well and shared that with Keith. Cool. Have you guys played Ancient Art of War?
Grab that.
There they are. Okay. These are nice.
This little dust-up will be no problem. Okay.
Fish Mick said, I wanted to ask someone but didn't know who to ask. Does Cosmic Forge Editor work for 8? I know it does for 6 and 7. Yes, it does. It works for all 3 of them. That's how I made this mod. Okay. He says, how much does the light bump the chances of finding things? Oh. As far as I know, Keith, it doesn't. It's based on your census skill, but or if you have scouting, ranger has scouting, but it has nothing to do with the light. Now, light will affect chameleon, or your sneaking around. It affects that. You guys haven't played Ancient Art of War? Bo says, I've watched you play Ancient Art of War, but not played it myself. Fishmix says, awesome, do I need to download any scripts or anything from MG's website to use it? No. You can just download the Cosmic Forge editor. And that's all you need, really, to install it. He says, so is there a reason to cast a light spell? Seems as though it just draws attention to the party. Yes, it does increase visibility to see things, especially in the retro dungeon. I learned a few times ago when I played that do not go into the retro dungeon without the light spell. You kind of get lost, like I did. So that's one thing. The other thing is you can use it for training. You can train your fire magic because it's an adventure spell. So if you cast it every 2 minutes or so, and you do that for as you play through the whole game, you'll basically like train your fire up as high as it'll go just from that alone. So those are the 2 main reasons to get it. It's kind of funny. Yeah, MG is Mad God. I knew that's what you meant, Fishman. Hey, Rapid, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Says, so sorry to hear your party got wiped. I was sleeping when you made this one. Yeah, the retro dungeon with no light. Yeah, no, it's no problem. I don't mind losing parties. It's happened to me many times. Every time you learn from that, you know? So I do not mind that at all.
With pleasure.
Yeah, no problem, Keith. Yeah, the retro dungeon no light. Remember that? Oh, that was rough. Yeah, Keith. Yeah, I think you were there. Man, that was so hard. I kept using, what was I? Oh, one of the spells. I think it was Hypnotic Lure or something. When you put the thing out, you can see just a little bit of light from it. So that's how I was trying to figure out where I was going. It was so tedious. Oh, your tailbone still hurts, Rapix? Sorry to hear that. I remember I bruised my tailbone once when I was in college.
My ailment has
A bunch of us wanted to go out roller skating. I had not roller skated since I was a little kid. And so, you know, you get out there thinking, oh, it shouldn't be that bad. And so my feet went right out from underneath me, like they went in front of me. And so basically I just fell straight down onto the hard concrete floor like that and bruised my tailbone. So I feel your pain, Rapix. That is rough. It's like, oh man. Yeah, the Juggernauts provided a barbecue. Here, so they did, man. They sliced and diced me. Yeah, my biggest, the thing that killed me with that, not to mention, you know, being 4 levels higher than me, so I couldn't get my spells to actually go through. They kept resisting, but they drain stamina. Every time those hit you, they drain your stamina.
Came up empty.
So I got to the point where I couldn't even
That's a
run
relief.
from them. If I could have ran, which I was trying to do, I was right by Arnica, and I could have got inside, and I would have been
So
fine.
he recovered.
But since they drained my stamina all the way down, I actually fell unconscious trying to run away from them. And that's what killed me. So the stamina drain is ultimately what did me in. Ooh, blood sticks, nice. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Lords can't use those? Darn. Okay.
Suddenly, someone appeared.
Cherry bombs and disease potion in here. I can see it.
Look at that.
I know what's in there. Let's see, is that the fourth one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this one here.
It is void of content.
Ooh, Keith says he broke his when he was young. It's given me fits for years. Oh, man. That's funny, Ron. You had to do a double take because you thought that I fell
It is
and
void
not only
of
broke my
content.
tailbone, but then I died. I don't think I can see it from here. There's a cure disease potion right here. I can't get it. Wonder if I could see it from here. Darn. That'd be really handy to have right now, but can't get it.
I have been. You are not to ascend. I cannot say.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't exactly put a cast in that particular area, can you, Keith?
Odd. But I suppose he
Yeah,
knows
that's
what he's
what's so
talking
bad
about.
about it. It's an passive position. I sure hope you feel better soon, Rapix.
Don't tell me go.
Somebody's here.
Okay.
Grab that.
This will come in handy for sure.
Look at that.
Okay.
They have no fear. With pleasure.
Guy always reminds me of Patrick on SpongeBob SquarePants. When he gets hit and he's like, "Ooh."
Oh, take that! Oh, take that!
Careful, sugar.
Gosh darn. My ailment has abated.
That's a relief.
There we go.
Much better.
Grab that.
Alright, this is a bronze breastplate. It's an upgrade.
Much better.
And so he recovered.
That is great relief.
Now, what do you suppose will happen when I touch this?
This is such funny dialogue.
See? Curses!
It appears booby-trapped.
Oh gosh, we have no idea what it is. I'd rather set off dagger scatter. Yeah, that's what it was. Man, I have found so many gauntlets. Yeah, the whole party basically. Huh.
Grab that.
Alright, Ron, have a good night. Thanks for the comedy relief in the chat. It was fun. Have a good one. Okay, let's see. I do want to get in here too.
It is sealed.
I'm actually going to use a
Standing by.
lockpick.
Understood.
So this is a good upper body armor right now. It's already got the Z's going. Z, 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 Z. Okay, let's see here. Need to go back and get the ever important cloak. Should be up here. Hunter's cape. We can actually use these. Yes. Oh, and it senses. So, this will give me a little boost. What is it now? 61. Maybe I can see some things that I couldn't see before. Hopefully.
Yes.
Been trying to read up on Wizardry, the 5 ordeals. Looks like they're postponing it a little more, Fishmix says. Yes, falling damage is definitely a thing in this Yuri. You can actually, and it is real, like based on how far you fall. So the farther you fall, the more damage you will take. And in Arnica, or not Arnica, Trenton, you can actually fall out of this treehouse. There's a hole in one spot, and you will die. And the only one that can survive that are Valkyries, because they can cheat death. So, if you ever fall through that, you better hope you have a Valkyrie in your party, or your party's a goner. I think that's a Book of Blinding. Shillelagh. Two-handed. Yeah. Dual wielding. He says, I always manage to take fall damage when dropping off the waterfall in the monastery. Yeah, you can. You don't go slow enough. You can definitely fall there and take damage.
See.
Oh man, we're so close to the next level. I really want to level up before I go out there to Arnica Road. See if we can find something. Anyone here? What we'll do is we'll come back here, rest in a spot where I do a lot of grinding. Here should get a battle. Yes, you could have foot armor, Michael. Including sandals. Those sandals I just picked up there were stealth type sandals. They're for monks and rogues only. It was an item I added to balance the stealth skill. But yeah, there's even regular sandals. Armor class of 1. That's some attention to detail, yeah. Yeah, you have hit areas, so you know you have actual penetration armor class on your feet, your legs, body, head, everything.
And so he recovered.
These slimes are more likely to hit your feet and legs. Their chance of hitting feet and legs is much higher than like your upper body and head because they're low to the ground. And like you fight taller things, then that could hit you in the head, chest. Yeah, Pete says the attention to detail is one of the great things about this one. Yeah, absolutely. It all started back in 6, Wizardry 6. D.W. Bradley made hit areas. I mean, there's older games that had that too, like Fantasy 3, which I've played on stream a few times.
With pleasure.
That one had hit areas as well. You didn't have separate armor class though. So this one you do. Pete says, is there anything you would change about the user interface? I would add hotkeys. I don't like how you have to use the mouse for certain things. I'd prefer that you could do it all with the keyboard.
Oh, much better.
I can't really think of anything else that I feel like would need to change.
That is great relief.
Michael says, can you do targeted attacks in this game as in target enemy's head, for instance? No. You cannot target particular body parts. The other thing that they actually made where you can't do in this one, but you could do in 6 and 7, is use a certain attack type. So in 6 and 7, you could, if the weapon could swing or thrust, you get to choose. In this one, you don't. It just randomly picks one. But one thing this did add more control over is in 6 and 7, when you're attacking a group of monsters, you don't get to pick which individual monster you are attacking in that group. In this one, you can. So this one has a lot more strategy to it because of having, you know, this full radius on where your characters are positioned and what angle the monsters attack you from. And a lot of strategy, a lot of details.
That was a most painful error.
I understand.
Our hero sees something on the horizon. So he recovered.
Hopefully that'll be enough to level up. There we go.
I'm getting.
Nice.
That's a relief.
Okay. Stamina. Yeah, when lime jello attacks. It does look like that, doesn't it? Alright, he has stamina. Get some healing. Let's see, this one is the dexterity speed character. Left it in the fridge a few days too long. Yeah, it started to crawl. That's funny, Keith. Yuri says different portraits for the same races classes. No, you get a pick. You get to pick anything you want, Yuri, out of the list. In fact, you could even mismatch races. Okay, I just want stamina on all of these. She has an extra spell. I think I'm gonna save it. Actually, let's do this. Okay. Yeah, you can actually change this right here, Yuri. After you've already been playing the game, you could come in here and change any of the portraits, you know, to any race. You could even make a fairy looking male dwarf. So it's pretty sweet. Cancel. Alright, we are ready to leave here.
Wow.
I guess
much
we
better.
could go try to kill those water creatures. Man, they're pretty tough though. I don't think it's worth trying. Elphus looks like a Vulcan. Yeah, I know. That's why I picked a really low voice. Reminds me of Spock. Why did you just save that spell instead of assigning one? Because she had an extra spell because she used a book, and the other spells that were available to her there, I would probably never use. So I would be wasting that spell slot. So next time I level up, she can pick 2 level 2 spells instead of, you know, having a level 1 now and then only 1 level 2 spell later. So she already had stamina, she already had all the spells I needed. Alright, let's see if I can find anything. There should be some javelins over here. My senses is higher now that I have
found
that
nothing.
cloak. I just don't know if it's high enough.
There was nothing to be found.
Yeah, let's see.
Grab that!
There we go. Bullwhip. Just a little bit of cash.
Look, creatures over there.
Level 4, okay. Just go right up to him.
We shall utterly
I
obliterate
understand.
them.
Keith says, didn't know you could do that. As usual, learn something new from your stream. Oh, cool. I always love when people learn something new. Yeah, that's pretty powerful. You can be very strategic. Sometimes I'll do the same thing with waiting to even level up. Like I'll wait to level up until I train enough with my magic skill so it goes high enough so that when I level up the next time I can actually get a higher level spell. I don't do that very often though. I only do that when I'm like really close to having my magic at the next level. Some players will actually like sit low level artificially on purpose so that it makes it easy on them. The game's a lot easier because the monsters you're fighting stay easy. And I don't do that because you're making the game easy. There's no challenge. But I've seen quite a few people do that.
Take that! Okay.
We're getting totally surrounded. Okay.
I am the leader.
Oh, damn.
Not bad.
Two of them. Nice.
That's a relief. Take that! Oh, I feel terrible.
Gosh darn.
With pleasure.
Michael says, could you solo this game on easy mode? You mean Iron Man? Well, even if it was Iron Man, yes, I think I
I've been
could.
knocked around a bit.
Got some wounds here.
You can even solo this on expert. Probably not Iron Man. It'd be really hard, but if you save scum, yeah, you could definitely do it. There's certain classes that make it easier. The bishop's easier. The rogue is easy. Ninja's easy.
That's a relief.
Basically, anybody that has stealth, it can be easy because the monsters won't even see you to
There was
attack you.
nothing to be found.
It's real weird. You can attack them, but they can't attack you. So it makes it easy.
Yes.
But there's some other classes that'd be really hard to do. But easy level is so much easier than hard. I would venture to say I could probably beat it solo with pretty much any class if I wasn't playing Iron Man. If I'm playing Iron Man, yeah, I think I could beat it with
Much better.
maybe 5 classes.
Look
I should
at
try that at
that.
some point. Because the thing to remember about solo is it's really not as hard as you would think it is, because that one character gets 6 times the experience. So they level up and become the superhero character that is ridiculously strong. And then the monsters do quit leveling up at a certain level in every area. So eventually you start to out-level the monsters, and then they're even weaker compared to you. So
Look at that.
it's definitely challenging, but it's not like that hard. Like an all party like this, all of the same type on expert is much harder than solo easy. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I'll try and I'll do an Iron Man solo run through on easy or maybe even normal at some point, but I've got too many other things to try before I do that. Yeah, there's level scaling. It is there, but there's a plateau in each area. Like here on Arnica Road in the vanilla version, the highest level monster you can encounter is 11, and then it stops. So if you get to like level 15, it's not going to be any problem for you.
I am the leader.
Yeah. Michael says, I think unlike you, I'm a bigger fan of solo runs, but some games make it almost impossible. Ah, okay. Yeah, you can definitely do it. In fact, if you want to see somebody do some solos, I know for sure BioGoo's done a couple. He would have videos, and then maybe Vic Asmati, spelled Vicasmadi. He does Wizardry, or he used to post it. I think he might have done a solo or two. Not really sure, but
I understand.
it's kind of more about exploitation than strategy a lot of times. And I'm not a huge fan of exploitation in games. It can be okay, but it gets a little
There
boring.
is no fear,
Okay.
for the enemy was weak.
Yeah, check it out. In fact, right now, BioGoo's doing a Bishop solo playthrough. Not Iron Man, of course, but I think he is playing on Expert, and he's save scumming. I haven't watched all of them, but I think he's died maybe 6 or 7 times. He's had to reload. And I think he's probably, I don't know, halfway through? Maybe a little more. I'm not even sure about how far. Yeah, like one of the hardest. There'd be some that would just be so hard to solo on Expert Iron Man. Like Valkyrie, for example, or a Monk. Oh man, Monk could be doable because they have stealth skill.
With pleasure.
You could get that really high; it could actually work quite well. But Valkyrie would be really hard. Samurai would be really hard.
With pleasure.
I am the pleasure.
Michael says, I understand completely. I'm oftentimes okay with exploitation, but you're a different breed of gamer. I appreciate your skill. I'm just happy when I make it to the end.
I understand.
How does saving work in Iron Man again? It saves when you exit. Yes. It saves when you exit. It's supposed to. It doesn't always. But it is on like a timer too. So it'll save every, I don't know, 5 minutes or something. In case the game were to crash, you'd only go back in time 5 minutes. And after every combat, if you enter combat, as soon as combat ends, it saves. So that's a way you can kind of force it to save. What I'll do is I'll enter combat and exit combat, and that causes it to save. But you only have that one save game. It's not like you could reload back in time. You know, it just keeps overwriting the same game file. And if you die, then it's over. You could probably cheat. Like if your combat ends and it shows your party's dying, it shows the death screen. If you kill the process real quickly, it wouldn't have updated the save game file yet. And you could cheat, but what would be the point of that? You know, if you're playing Iron Man, you're playing for a reason. So why would you want to cheat? Probably could. Okay, leather legging. Let's see. It's an upgrade.
Stand by.
Yes.
I do not like the look of this trap.
Something's wrong with me.
Unidentified mace. That's interesting. I don't know if I have an identify scroll anymore. I think I might have used the last one. Dang. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't think there's any cursed maces. Check this out. Ah, yeah, it puts question marks because you don't know what it is. That's really interesting. It was an upside down mace, too. When I equipped it. That's quite bizarre. The only mace that I know of that's upside down like that is Diamond Eyes, and that can't be Diamond Eyes. If that is, that's a bug. I should not have that if that's what it is. I'm really curious though. Gosh, I need that identified. I guess once I get to Arnica, I'll find out what it is.
That's a relief.
He says, I've tried a couple of times to end combat, but it never allows it. Always says the enemy is engaged. Oh, okay. So, see how there's no enemies around? If I go into combat right now, I can exit because there's no enemies. See how it shows like a little dove there piece? That's when it allows you to exit. And you can see it says auto-saving game. But yes, if there's enemies around and you're in combat, you cannot force exit combat. Michael says, I used to play a roguelike and I'd make a save backup in a separate location so that permadeath didn't apply. Ah, I see. As long as you're having fun, you know, that's all that matters. Enjoying the game, no matter how you play it, then keep doing it. Around here somewhere. Where is it? Still can't find them. Consensus is too low. Here come the wasps. These are a set encounter. Come on.
With pleasure.
Oh, my pleasure, Keith.
I am the pleasure.
No, ask as many questions as you want. This can paralyze you. Gotta be a little bit careful.
Understood. Understood.
Take that! Take that! Take that! Take that!
Gary says, so one cannot rest just anywhere. You can, but you're at big risk of being attacked by the enemy while you're sleeping, and they can surround you. If they surround your party, that's a bad deal, because the game does keep track of your party position, and like, let's say they attack from behind, they'll do double damage and greatly increase their chance to hit and all kinds of bad things. So you got to be careful where you rest.
Came up empty.
Usually I'll rest with my back in a corner, like right up here. There's a ring right here somewhere.
Grab that.
I find nothing.
So like if you rest down here, you'll be safe. Because if you get encountered, they won't be able to totally surround you. So like right here is perfect. Some bats. What level were these? 9. Wow.
Now is the time to fight.
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind these are. I'll throw a caustic
With
bomb.
pleasure.
I understand.
Irritate them.
Understood.
With pleasure.
With pleasure.
Big A says, I like to sleep behind the house in this area because monsters don't wander back there. Yeah. I've had them come back there one time, Big A. But that's because they were already fairly close to the area. But yeah, you're right. In general, they will not do that.
I understand.
Okay, that's good.
Most unfortunate. Understood. Understood.
Twilight bats, okay.
With pleasure.
With pleasure.
Careful, sugar.
Yeah, these can be dangerous because they can knock you out. Basically, they're doing the terror spell, which can knock you out. Plus, I'm losing all these turns.
Understood.
With pleasure.
I understand.
With pleasure.
Like these, if I would have got surrounded by these, it'd be GG. Game over.
I understand.
With pleasure.
I understand.
With pleasure.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, there's this funny thing. This scroll. Okay, watch this. So I'm gonna do terror on these,
Okay.
and it does this giant skull thing. Now just imagine these bats. Okay, they're attacking you. And all of a sudden, this giant skull thing appears and screams at them. Do you think that would scare a bat? You know, these bats. Watch. It'll be hilarious.
Darkness obscures my vision.
It didn't work, but normally, like some of them, because you know they're higher level than me, that's why it didn't work. But if they were your level or lower, some of them will go like make a noise, like they got scared from this skeleton head thing appearing in front of them. It's hilarious.
With pleasure.
Cast down.
With pleasure.
Take that!
Gary says, can extreme temperatures harm your party? You mean like air temperatures, or do you mean like walking into fire traps and lava and stuff? Because yeah, you can walk into lava and that'll damage you. Fireballs,
With
cold,
pleasure.
all that stuff damages you.
Understood. Understood.
Oh, take that!
Take that!
Oh, much better.
That's a relief.
With pleasure.
Take that!
No, weather can't harm you. No, there's no real weather in the game.
With pleasure.
Oh, take that!
Rats.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a slate.
An extraordinary.
5,000 experience. Wow.
My ailment has abated.
Here.
So this will probably be a good stopping
I
point.
am ready.
Rest here.
That's a relief.
All right, guys.
Much better.
And so he recovered.
Well, thanks for the chat, guys. I had fun. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.